Hi Aquarius, happy early birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-January 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Artist Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot, and also keep in mind it's the general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the King of Staves. So this is actually Leo energy here, and what I feel like this is saying, if we look at the lifeless trees in the background, to me it says that you guys probably have had feelings for this person for a long time, but for whatever reason there might have been some hesitation around you actually expressing those feelings, possibly because you might have been losing faith for the connection to actually materialize for some reason. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Four of Pentacles. So to me this actually says that there's a good chance that they most likely were holding back regarding their feelings as well, right? So obviously you could see where that could cause a stalemate. You're not expressing how you're feeling, they're not expressing how they're feeling. And if we look in the background, we see that column on the ground. So to me, this represents the potential for the connection does appear to be crumbling, or at least it was in the past. And primarily due to neither side wanting to express their feelings. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Four of Coins. So we saw it in the past on their side, and now we see it in the present on your side. And here we see, looks like there's a figure in the background there, right? But it doesn't look like they're physically in the room with her. So it could just be one of those things where it says, even if you try to focus on other areas of life, so maybe even focusing more on your finances, for example, you might still find yourself thinking about this person. But again, if we just look at that body language there, it doesn't look like there's really an openness to express those feelings. All right, present energy on their side. We have the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands. So with the artwork in this deck in particular here, we see he has some flowers behind his back, and he's looking at all those people. So to me, this represents they might have a lot of people around them, but I do feel like they at least have the intention to be in a relationship with just one person. So ideally that'd be with you, I guess, right? Since that's your main love interest. But that's what I see there. And yeah, so maybe they're just still a little bit undecided. So it could be more of where they're focused on for sure. Oh yeah, I want to be in a monogamous relationship, but maybe because they might have a lot of options, they're not quite sure of who just yet. All right. Future energy on your side, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this definitely looks like an energy. Now we see with the body language, she's completely walking away from the cards on that side, right? Excuse me. So could just be saying that you're really just losing faith in the connection altogether. There could be even possibly a disagreement around having children. So for example, maybe you want to and they don't, or vice versa. But yeah, looks like in the future you might decide to actually walk away from the connection. And future energy on their side, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So Two of Pentacles could be a bit of an indecisive energy similar to the Two of Swords. So to see it come up in the reverse says to me that they will actually make up their minds around the situation. I suppose the only issue there is would the timing be too late, right? Because like I said, it looks like you might just basically give up hope on the connection and want to leave it behind. Alright, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups in this deck in particular always stands out to me because usually with Two of Cups in most decks, there's a bright, vibrant, sunny atmosphere. Right here we see in the background there's some lightning. One of the cups is knocked over. You could clearly see there was a storm going on, right? So could just be saying that there is still that potential for you guys to get this connection off the ground. But as you could see, to me, all of the stuff that we were just talking about in the spread represents the bumpy ride that it would have taken for you guys to get there. So that's what I see with that. And then the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, this could just be someone who really tends to overthink a lot, right? We see all the swords behind her. There's the sword on the ground there. And this does represent Libra energy. And of course, when you hear about the stereotypical Libra energies, right, one of them is that they could be a bit indecisive. So it could just be one of those things where they're really overthinking the connection, and you combine it with the fact that you weren't necessarily expressing your feelings, and obviously you could see how that could cause issues, right? So, but yeah, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what I'm going to be looking for here is unspoken messages from you to them and then from them to you. Initially looking for jumpers, but if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I'll just put the deck down and we'll pull cards that way. So we'll see what we get. Got two there. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. Alright, got one there. So let me grab these two from your side first. Okay, we have trust. It says I have a hard time trusting anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own. Okay, now to be fair, maybe that represents why you might have been a bit closed off, right? Because you, especially if you did see that this person seems to get a lot of attention, right? You might have viewed that as a bit of a red flag as well, to where you're like, I don't know if I could really see myself being in a committed relationship with this person. And we have jealousy. It says, I feel like you've moved on without me, and that's difficult for me to see. Right. So yeah, I mean, it looks like there's definitely complex feelings here, right? On the one hand, it looks like you're not open to trusting them, but then at the same time, if you do see them with other people, you're not happy about that either. So yeah, I mean, it looks tough for sure, but let's see what we got on their side. All right, we have taken. I'm unavailable. Interesting message there, because I don't necessarily see it as they're in another connection. So I view this as almost, sometimes we could take that more literally, but I feel like this is, if anything, pointing to maybe they've been emotionally unavailable, right? Where, like I said, it seems like they overthink things a lot. And here, like I said, it looks like their goal is to settle down into a relationship, but they seem a bit indecisive about with whom, right? So that could be an issue there. But we'll see what the Wisdom of the Oracle adds to the mix. So same situation as far as I pre-shuffle this deck as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap the reading up with. Got one there. All right, so let's see what you got. Okay, we have message in the bottle. There's the artwork. There we go. And the number is 15. So let's see what it has to say. Okay, the relationship message says you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. So yeah, reading that message definitely makes me think that, like I was saying, in the future energy, we see the Two of Pentacles reversed, meaning that they will finally make up their mind, right? And likely it would be them reaching out to you. Like I said, it looks like the timing could really suck a little bit, because it looks like you guys might have, quite frankly, give up hope by that time. But with that Two of Cups energy there, like I said, it looks like there is the potential for you guys to get something off the ground there, but obviously it looks like a bumpy ride to get there, right? So for those of you, if this is your story, hopefully you got something out of that. Once again, happy birthday, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.